Welcome everyone to this new episode of Cold Email Teardown, where we tear down your cold emails to help your business grow. The concept is simple. You send us your cold email and we invite a cold email expert to tear it down and write it again. Today, I'm happy to welcome Estefa, the CEO of Naked Sales. Estefa, can you tell us a bit more about who you are and what you're doing with Naked Sales?
Sure. Well, first off, thanks for having me. Naked Sales is, in short, a lead generation agency, which means we bring sales opportunities to our clients, meaning sales calls, every month. Our clients are mainly advertising, marketing, and creative agencies. And what makes us different is we do very intentional reach outs, like we carefully review lead by lead.
Okay, cool. Thanks again for joining. And let's jump right into it. On today's episode, we are going to tear down a cold email sent by a digital agency that targets B2B tech companies between $1 and $5 million in revenue. The goal of this email was to get replies directly from the decision maker. So let's break it down to see what works and what does not work. Okay, no subject line in this one. Okay. Hello, I got your contact information from your colleague, variable name. I wanted to reach out regarding company name social media branding. Company name has a strong reputation in recruiting niche, but it does not reflect well on your LinkedIn page. My team has conducted an in-depth audit on company name, LinkedIn branding, and marketing. And we found some serious issues with content and marketing. I have attached the report to this email. I have also proposed a solution to fix the problems. If you found the report helpful, I would love to give you a free consultation on how you can resolve this issue. Thanks. Estefa, it's your turn. What do you think about this cold email?
Okay, so regarding this cold email, as we can see, they start with company name has a strong reputation, but it does not reflect well on your LinkedIn page. I would not advise to mention anything like that, just because people don't like to feel judged or criticized, even if they even if they have some improvement room. So I would just phrase it in a different way. Also, if we look at the email, the company name is mentioned up to 3 times. That's actually quite a lot, and mentioning it 3 times is not going to make the email more personalized. So I would avoid doing that. It starts saying, I got your contact information from your colleague name. If that's true, then fine. But if it's not true, if you actually didn't talk to that person, I wouldn't advise to mention the person just for the sake of mentioning a familiar name, because that can bring, that can cause some trouble. When, the part where we see, I have attached the report to this email, I've also proposed a solution to fix the problems. I would personally advise, not to craft a personalized report for each lead. I don't think that's efficient. You don't need to spend 1 hour, 2 hours on preparing the cold email for a lead. I would say there are other ways of, sparkling their interest and getting a response.
I completely agree. I do think that there is a lot of things that could be done differently in this cold email. So really curious to see what your new version of this cold email would look like.
All right, so here's my rewrite. Hi, first name. So you've built an audience of 1,500 on your LinkedIn page. That's awesome. I assume you're looking to attract warm leads organically. Something we typically see in other recruiting companies is they post regularly, check. However, they struggle to get engagement, comments, and DMs from their content. We've helped other CEOs generate plus 30 warm conversations every month with content strategies that help virality and interaction. Would you be open to hear more about it? Best, and then name, company URL, and short slogan that I made up, plus 50 personal brands powered through meaningful content.
You're pro at creating new slogan for companies. I'm curious, like, what are the reasons and why do you think this email would work better than the first one?
Okay, so first off, we know that we're reaching out to recruiting companies, right? And we are we want to help them improve their social media, right? Content and branding on LinkedIn. So if that's our objective, let's start with companies that are already trying, right? To have a better presence. That's why I start with, you've built an audience of 1,500 on your LinkedIn page, because that's a filter that you can actually use on Sales Navigator and actually find out what companies are working on their content strategy, right, on LinkedIn. So that's going to segment the audience. And then based on that observation, I bring an insight, right? And I do it in an unsure tone, because I actually don't want to make any assumptions. So I assume you're looking to attract warm leads organically, because I want to just make sure that this is on their radar and that this is their objective. And then I move on to, we typically see, I move on to a common pain we typically see in this niche. And what this does is this gives the idea that we know what we're talking about because we talk to many people on their position, and that makes them feel understood. So I go, something we typically see is they post regularly, which is good, check, but they're struggling to get engagement, right? And that's actually, the pain point. And then I go with social proof. We've helped other CEOs generate plus 30 warm conversations with content, and I end up with a interest-based CTA. She or he actually talked about 30 million in revenue or something. No, 1 to 5 million in revenue.
Yeah, 1 to 5 million. Yeah.
It would be interesting to see, the headcount of these companies. If it's a company under 50 people, I would for sure direct the email to the CEO. If it is above 50 people, then you can talk directly to the social media or to the CMO, for example. And that would have a better response, I believe. But in my email, I assume that, you're talking to the CEO. That's why.
Thanks a lot for the insight, Estefa. For all of the audience today, keep in mind that in the description, you'll be able to find both the email, the new version that Estefa has written, and all of the information if you want to get in touch with her. Estefa, thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thank you.
And have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.